We don't heal alone and then enter a relationship fully ready. We heal in relationships that give our nervous system something new to work with, like consistency and stability and emotional presence. A lot of people tell me that when they're single, they feel totally healed. And that's because when we're single, we get to manage our life the way that we want to. We get to do what we want to do, and we don't have anyone too close to us to trigger all our old stuff. And then we get into a relationship and all our old patterns and fears come up. Fears of abandonment, fear of loss, fear of not being good enough. And that's not a bad sign. It is just a sign that you are human. Everyone has something. Fears, insecurities, trauma. No one enters a relationship fully healed. Not one person. Your patterns, your insecurities, they are yours to own. But a partner either reinforces all your insecurities or they don't. And that's why who you choose matters, because you're not just picking a partner, you're picking how you're going to feel about yourself every single day. Love heals. And when you're with someone who accepts you for who you are instead of judges you or criticizes you, you actually learn to love yourself more. That's not to say that we shouldn't be doing some healing work on our own. I have definitely given the advice to certain people, you know what? You need to take a time out from dating. You need to take a time out for being in a relationship, because there are things that you really need to work on before you can actually participate in a relationship that's going to be healthy for you. And there have been times in my life where I'm like, you know what? I need to take a step back. Taking a step back is sometimes really necessary. Taking a step back and focusing on ourselves can be very, very necessary. And sometimes you just want to be single because it feels good. And you're not, maybe for the first time, you're not putting being in a relationship as like the number one priority in your life. And that can feel really good and really empowering. But when it comes to working on yourself, there is only so much working on yourself that you can do alone. Because it's when you are close to someone and when the reality sets in that you love someone or you're falling in love with them, and you could lose them. They could decide that they don't want to be in a relationship with you. You could, one day start a fight and sabotage the relationship. Lots of things can happen. It's when we are faced with those kind of stakes that all the old stuff comes up. And when it does, that is your opportunity to take everything that you've reflected on when you were alone and attempting to heal or really wanting to have a season that was just all about you. That's when you want to take those lessons into that current moment, to that present moment, and react differently, respond differently. We have to be able to be confronted with the things that trigger us and decide a different way to behave. And sometimes we will fail, but then the real win is then apologizing and owning it and taking responsibility for it really quickly. The real win is having that hard conversation when you would normally avoid it. The real win is being patient until you can have that hard conversation so that both of you can sit down and make it productive. Of course, you feel healed and confident on your own. And if you are dating again and you're feeling your anxieties come up or you're feeling your insecurities come up, don't panic. It's part of the deal. Like, we just can't. It's not about avoiding relationships altogether. You have to have some faith in yourself that you've done the work and that you can do things differently. You absolutely can. And for all of you who feel a lot of anxiety specifically in relationships. And then when you're single, you feel very confident and you feel like you're securely attached. And then as soon as you're dating, or as soon as you actually like someone and are attracted to someone and there's some attachment forming and you feel the anxiety, remind yourself that you can just have a conversation. That when you're in your head, you can just ask them. Remember that you can speak to that trusted counsel who can help you stay grounded. Don't avoid it because it's bringing things up for you. Face it head on and recognize that if you really want to heal, if you really want to overcome, you overcome it with being with someone who is patient and you are patient with them. No one's responsible for healing you. And it is absolutely one of the most healing experiences that we can have, being in a relationship with someone who's all in and we are all in with them. So don't deny yourself that privilege of being in a relationship, of moving on, of having that experience. Don't avoid yourself. Confront yourself and challenge yourself to do things differently, to choose differently, and to grow.